I was managing projects, running a business, showing up for everyone else, but secretly, I couldn't even get through my own to do list. And that's when I realized before I could lead anyone, I had to really rebuild how I showed up for me. And honestly, that was a hard pill to swallow, but it went back to basics and it started with a sticky note. So, hey friends, welcome back or welcome in, as I love this to feel like a fireside chat. If you're in this season where life feels like it's shifting, maybe you're coming out of burnout, or maybe you're navigating midlife changes or just trying to find some rhythm again, this video is for you because I've been there and I'm still kind of there. And even though I'm a systems girly, ClickUp certified, love to project manage, just into business and how it operates, I got to a point where even open up my own task manager felt like just way too much. So I stopped trying to be productive and got into more of this mode of starting to learn how to support me again. And what it felt like was just real routine, not trying to perform or check off all my tasks on my to-do list. And that's what I'm sharing with you today. 3 real life routines that help me rebuild without overwhelm. So with these 3 simple routines that help me, one of them is the sticky note season. It literally felt like I was like, what am I doing? It feels so old school, but that's where it started for me. I would write down 1 to 3 key things I needed to focus on each day and not a full to do list. It wasn't this packed planner. It was just a sticky note. And what I would do is not just write on the sticky note, but I would write on it, put it by my laptop, like on the front or beside my keyboard, because it was just really meant to be a quiet nudge. But I'll be honest, I didn't like the process of rewriting the same unfinished task the next day. So it really forced me to be realistic. And that sticky note also became somewhat like my permission slip to focus on what matters today and not everything I should or thought I should be doing. It just kind of gave my brain fewer open tabs and one small win to focus on, which was huge for me. Number 2 is I became my own professional development. And this was when I had a realization moment where someone asked me, because I'm a professional course taker, I love learning new things. And she said, what was I taking or learning? And I was like, absolutely nothing. I am my own personal development project right now. It wasn't creating pressure. I was really in this mode of gentle rhythms that help me remember what it feels like to show up for me. And here's a little bit of what that looked like. So for me, movement is important. So it was moving my body about 30 minutes a day, at least 5 times a week. It was actually taking those vitamins and supplements that help fuel my energy, drinking more water, giving myself grace instead of guilt. And it really wasn't a performance. It was just trying to be and rebuilding simple self trust with myself with small, repeatable action things that reminded me I can do this and I am doing this. Number 3 is really my Google Sheet error. So remember how I mentioned that I started with the sticky notes? It's kept me simple, it kept me sane, but I'm a technology type of person. So I created this with daily habits, monthly goals, weekly task, and it became like a productivity and habit tracker. It wasn't any perfect color coded thing. It was really just to help me see what my week was like without overwhelm. Some days I hit all the boxes, some days I didn't, but I can look at it and say, okay, what matters now? And I want to actually share it with you too. So if you're trying to rebuild your own rhythm, I want you to have it. Grab the same tracker I was using just to stay grounded without burnout. Sometimes we think we have to run to get the newest tool. We got to use some of the AI. And yeah, you can to help maybe break down the big goal into like actionable steps. But sometimes you need to go back to the basics, make it editable, flexible, and just create really a rhythm map and not just like this rule book of what you're supposed to be doing. So Here's what I hope you take away from this video. You don't need a new planner. You don't need to download 5 apps. You don't need a total life haul. And sometimes you just need a sticky note. So sometimes I want you, as you're going through this messy, muddy middle, just remember that showing up for yourself in one small way lets you be enough. And that's how I started rebuilding. That's how I got back to myself. And that's what I hope you give yourself permission to do too. If this resonates with you and you're in your own rebuild season, I'd love for you to subscribe. This is a space where we grow gently together. And in the comments, let me know what's one thing helping you stay grounded right now. Or if you're an emoji fan, you could drop your favorite emoji and I'll make sure to respond back to you. So we're all figuring it out day by day, and we don't have to do it all. We just have to keep showing up. You've got this. And as always, I'm cheering you on. Love y'all.